Oh, flip a desk, flip a desk, flip a desk, dun 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 dun. It's the Unirock Gaslight Extravaganza. What do you know? I'm just sharing this on Twitter. Hold on. I always get ahead of myself. I'm like, I should probably do that ahead of time, but you guys, we need to talk. Like, why can't I spell extravaganza right now? I'm trying to tweet this. Extravaganza. It's one of my favorite words. All right. Unirock Gaslight Extravaganza live. All right, my people. So listen. Yo, you are not going to believe. You are not going to believe. You know, these people think that they can pull one over on me. Like, y'all already know that I already captured the Gaslight Demon and I keep him as a pet. You know that, right? Like, you know that the Gaslight Demon is a pet of mine. Like, I know how the Gaslight Demon operates. I'm the one that feeds him the lies that, the tears of my enemies and the lies of my enemies. And it's sad. I can't even believe I'm using the word enemy, but that's how I feel it, to just getting hung up on by Unirock. Yo, this dude just lied and lied and lied some more. Yeah. He's going to die on this hill. Absolutely going to die. I can't even believe the amount of lies that just came out of his mouth. And then when he couldn't answer my question, because let's face it, I was right about the whole handwritten thing. And I know I'm right because I've already listened to what Julie said, what he said, when it happened, I got notebooks and shit. If he had let me just get my sentence out, I could have explained that. But when you're dealing with somebody like him, you literally can't. And then when you keep holding him against the wall, right? I had him up against the wall. I'm like, nah, you just said that the letter was half written, half. No, I didn't, AJ. Yeah. Nah, that is what you said. Anyways, because he knew I wasn't going to let it go, he hung up on me. And I have proof he hung up on me. I told the mofo in the beginning, I said, I'm screen recording this. And I was, because I know how these people operate. Unbeknownst to me, sorry, I got sidetracked, Sally, by the chat. This is beyond nuts, I know. So anyways, he kicked me from the spaces. And then I find out he's telling everybody, oh, of course she laughed. Of course she laughed. Ha 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 ha. Bro, you already know I'm AZ and I come with receipts, right? You should know that by now, because I'm about to make you look really silly. And I hate to rain on your parade here, because I already know you're pulling for the whole, oh, Uni, please don't leave. I saw your title. Well, I'll just go now. You know what I mean? Like, that whole conversation could have went a lot differently if you didn't initially start off like you wanted to bite my head off. You assumed I came there to, like, start trouble, when really I just had a couple simple questions. Like, yeah, Leon, you know better than anybody. Does AZ back down? Hell no. To the no, 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 no. I did not leave. And I'm going to prove it to you. Don't believe what I say. Let's look for ourselves. Ready for this? You are not going to believe this nonsense. Not only could we not agree on the definition of doxing from the freaking dictionary, but he told everyone I left. And y'all know I ain't no little bitch. I did not leave, okay? He got really annoying. I thought about leaving. I mean, I was about to hang up when he wouldn't shut up, and he kept going around in circle, but I didn't. I knew what he would do. I would like to draw your attention to Exhibit A. Okay? Exhibit A. This is the last. It has the time on it. It even has a time on it. 9:08 it says. Ready for this? Let me make it bigger for you. Hold on. This is me recording talking to Unirock on his spaces, right? And I told him I was recording. This ain't a secret, okay? I wasn't being all sneaky. I let him know. He's like, I hope you play this. And I said, I will. I'm screen recording it. But anyway, so watch. Ready, guys? Watch. As you can see, it says host and speaker, right? He's the host. I'm the speaker. You see that right here? Okay. It's 9:08. You see that right there? Yep. Okay. Now, I'll have you notice. Keep your eyes glued to the top of the screen. You ready? Watch. So we're talking. Boop. You have been removed from this space. At 9:08, look, you have been removed. Do you see that, guys? At the top of the screen, under the time, you've been removed. Well, what did he do? He went on to be like, AZ laughed. What? Bro, you know that these people know AZ don't never leave nothing, okay? I will get the last word. I am an Aries fire sign. You are not lie on me, bro. First of all, we haven't even gotten into the conversation yet, okay? And I already got you up against the wall. And that's why you did this, because I got you up against the wall. And I know it's really uncomfortable to be up against the wall, but you're the dummy who let me come up and talk. So, with that being said, y'all, he just lied to me so bad. And it actually, at first I was like mad when he hung up on me, but then I was like, I sat there for a minute, just kind of staring at the wall. And I felt really silly, not because of anything he said, right? Nothing to do with his lying, nothing like that, right? I knew that I made him look dumb. I'm really not concerned about it, but I started to feel really sad inside, and like kind of like yucky, right? Like I felt kind of low for a minute. You know why I felt kind of low? And I felt yucky inside. I was like, damn, I can't believe I used to like this dude. I literally said, wow, I can't believe I used to respect this person. Wow. Julie, he tried to tell me I had my time frames off when he spoke to you. I'm just going to let this speak for itself, because I don't even think I can add anything other than what this video is about to tell you. I'm just in shock right now. I am in shock. But I just wanted to start it off by saying, AZ don't ever run, Unirock. And here's the proof that I didn't run, that you dropped me. And then you went on to be like, oh, I can't believe AZ left. And you kept bringing it up. You look really silly, and we haven't even started the video, bro. Yeah. Let that sink in. Real good. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to shut up now. This is so cringy. I can't even believe it. Oh, so not only did he kick me, but after he kicked me, I couldn't even listen to what he was saying. Look. Unable to fetch space. So he kicked me, and then I was, oh, where did it go? Hold on. Oh, there it is. So not only did he kick me, it said unable, I couldn't even listen after that, okay? So, and it's kind of ironic, because at the beginning, when we were really arguing, he's like, I hope you share this so you could show your audience what kind of person you really are, something along the lines of that. I was like, oh, don't worry, I will. I already know what I'm saying, how I'm acting, I already know that, okay? So he knows that I have every intention. I promised him. He's like, oh, you better. I said, oh, I will. Well, here we are, motherfucker. Here we are. You asked for it, right? This was your idea, right, Uni, right? All right, anyway, so I just went in a few minutes ago, and it said that I could listen to it. So I don't know if when the space ended, it lets you listen again. I don't know. But I just wanted to show proof, because, don't believe what I say. All right, I have it set up on my other screen. I have 2 Twitters open right now, so let me remove this one. Y'all, I feel dumb for ever even thinking that this dude was like an honest agent. And you know what? When you have integrity, you can actually admit those things out loud. I ain't going to sit here and double down, right? I'm not going to go double downtown on you. I'm not going to sit here and be like, nah, Uni's right, and die on the hill. Nah, never that, my friends. Never that. Never that. I'll never die on that hill. Nope. I won't do it. You will not catch me here. Okay? First of all, I'll draw your attention to the middle of the screen. To the name of Unirock Spaces. I get it. I'll just go. You just leave. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. When I saw that title, I was like, here we go, dude. Here we go. This is going to be a poor me extravaganza. Everybody's so mean. You all support JLR. You know, whatever. I was like, whatever. So I had no intention of speaking, honestly. Honestly, I really didn't. He was talking. He was playing victimish, and he was trying to blame Julie for stuff. Once he started blaming Julie, I was like, oh, hell no. He said, Julie never tried to talk to me. I'm like, that's a lie. So I started hitting the laugh reaction button, right? He did not like that too much, Julie, when I started hitting laugh react. He's like, what's so funny, AZ? And then he at the same time, I clicked to join to tell him what was funny. He sent me an invite to talk. And then it was just on and popping from there. So I'm going to shut up now. I know I keep saying that, but I try to give you a little introduction into how we got where we are right now, okay? So let me mute myself.
That is a fact to right now. That I never said I didn't. I got you. Okay. Got you. Okay.
I tagged you, lady.
On a space. I just try to describe the truth of what's happening so that my audience knows it, so that I can actually defend myself a little bit. Now, Julie can sit and attack me for another month if she wants. You know, I've always said this about people like McCrazy and others. I didn't turn on them. Maybe they don't like some of my opinions. They don't like some of the facts. Never turned on anyone. Doors always open, always ready to talk. That is a fact to right now. That is how it exists right now. I have no clue why. Going through her videos, never did I hear fucking her say that I'm willing to talk to her, that she's the one who left the Discord, and that she's the one that refused to sit down and actually talk to me. Because that's the truth. That's the truth backed up by the people that were there, the witnesses that were there. That's just the facts of what happened. So now I'm expecting that I can actually do some responding. Well, what are you laughing about, AZ? That's the truth. That is the truth. Wicked, is that not true? The ones that were there, were that not true? How do you even know you weren't there? How do you even know? Here, talk to me. I sent you an invite, but at the same time, it's saying that you request. So hold on. Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, because I've heard Julie go to you on more than one occasion and try to talk to you.
Hold up. Whoa, slow down. Hold on. How is that? Hold on. Hold on. That's not true. Julie was in the Discord. Both of them. She's in the production.
You know that you have spaces. What? You have spaces posted on your Twitter of Julie trying to talk to you.
Well, I haven't been on. Hold on. So she wants to talk to me publicly on a space.
Wait a minute. You said Julie hasn't tried to talk to you. Is that not what you said?
She has not tried to talk to me. Did she tag me? Because I didn't get attacked. That's not a lie. That is not a lie.
Uni, Earth to Uni.
Yes.
Hear me. Can you
Earth
just listen?
to AZ.
Can you just listen? Hear me out. Listen, please.
Okay.
I'm not here
please,
to attack
go ahead.
you. You're like getting all like jumpy and defensive.
I'm not. I'm not defensive at all, AZ. Go ahead.
That was how we started off. That set the tone for the rest of this nonsense. Okay? Does he sound a little defensive to you? I think he did. Okay? Listen, I don't have patience for this shit. There were times where I really did almost hang up, but I didn't. I cannot stand a liar. I cannot stand it. It burns my insides. It gives me indigestion and shit. Amber Chick, thank you. He's sensitive about those reactions. That's how yeah. Okay, so Amber was in there. What did you do? Thumbs down and he kicked you? You can't even do a freaking laugh react or a thumbs down without getting booted, dude. That's how sensitive this man is. He's a fucking Pop-Tart, dude. He's a professional gaslighter. I can't even believe that I used to like have respect for this dude. I can't even believe we are here right now. Like I feel like I am in planet. I'm on a planet. past Double Downtown. It's like I'm just in the Twilight Zone somewhere. Like, this cannot be real life. Has this man been Steve McRae all along and I didn't know? I feel so stupid right now. I straight up do. I will admit when I'm wrong. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Lord of mercy. I can't believe it. Thank you, Amber. Y'all Nana's not drunk. Unirock is a liar. There's no handwritten threatening letter. It was a cease and desist, and then he was served with a defamation lawsuit. That's it. Thank you, Nana. And did you hear the way he danced around that? Oh, it's so annoying. It's so annoying. Thank you, Nana. Oh my God, let's go on. This is so crazy. I really am going to try not to talk that much. I swear to God, guys.
Go ahead.
You won't even let me get a sentence out without disagreeing with me when we all know that you have done Twitter Spaces and Julie has jumped on to ask you these questions and you've dodged a lot of the answers.
What are you talking about? The one Twitter space that we did? She came in on and talked about this? The one in the beginning?
Two. I think there's a couple of them actually. And she asked you some valid questions and you just like wouldn't even let me.
We went into Discord to talk about it because a lot of her questions, AZ, do they not have to do with the lawsuit? Yes or no?
No, actually, a lot of them you were already talking about anyways, but for some reason
I'm talking about when she came into the space. That might have been before we filed. I don't know, but see, you're going back in time. I'm talking about Julie's in the server.
There's a time
me and Julie
for Julie having to talk to me.
There's no time limit. Now you're trying to play games. Listen to me now. Yes. Okay, then listen to me.
Already know that Julie has tried to ask you the questions that we all have. Point blank period.
Okay, how about you just ask him to me? Go ahead. I'll hear him now.
No,
Go.
I will.
Let's
I have
just do
no
it
problem
now.
asking you, but you need to listen.
Thank you.
You need to actually hear me.
Okay, but I do want to say something before you go. Julie was in my Discord server. Okay, both of them. She told me she was going to come talk to me in there the next day because
now it's her fault.
A lot of her grievances. Okay. Now you're interrupting me. A lot of her grievances did have to do with things that happened involving the lawsuit. And we were supposed to meet there the next day, and she left.
Okay, it's Julie's fault. I got you.
That's a fact.
Okay, so the ones that...
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So all the questions she asked you that you said you were willing to answer that you dodged here on Spaces, which is still available. It's still available.
No.
It's still available to listen to. Last I checked. So I don't know why you're acting like that is not available. But anyways,
well, hook me up, AZ. What are the issues? What are the grievances? I'd love to have them. Let's hear them. Get Julie in here. Well, I told Julie she can come on the channel and talk. You're acting like I'm dodging you. That's not happening.
You can calm down, first of all, okay?
I am not. Okay, well, I need to calm down. Okay, I do. Gotcha.
Easy, why are you laughing?
So what are the grievances?
Oh, you don't know by now?
What
That's kind of weird that you don't know by now, but I will definitely repeat them to you. Ready for this? You ready for this?
It's weird that I don't know. One at a time, and let me respond. Go ahead.
You just said that you watched Julie's lives, right? So did you?
I did not. I said I skipped through Julie's lives. I skipped through them.
Oh, you.
And I also said, these are literally, you can rewind and hear this. I said that the majority of what I saw her complaining about had to do with the lawsuit. So you're welcome to bring me the grievances that don't. Thank you. Why are you laughing? That's what you were doing down there. I'm asking you for the issue. You know, the actual real things that are bad or whatever.
Oh,
the problems everyone has.
All right. You gotta let me ask the first question.
You're saying, oh my God.
Question number one. First question number one. Okay. You ready for this? You listening?
I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready.
Okay. Here we go. The night that everybody was pressuring you to show the letter, which, okay, let's pause right there.
I did, by the way.
I know.
I did, by the way.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I know, Uni. Can I just get the question out?
Okay. Yes, please.
So the night everybody was pressuring you to show the letter, right? Remember how you were like, fine, I'll drive to my mom to get the letter.
Yeah.
Oh God, you guys drive me crazy.
Yeah, by the way, what else did I ask about that? I asked that we don't talk about this publicly because it involves the lawsuit.
Well, I'm sorry. I wasn't. You saw when I joined you live, right? When I joined you.
No.
Right?
This is. I thought you just said that. Hold on, Daisy. Wait, we gotta rewind because you're getting all laughy at me and shit. I just said I'll answer any issue that doesn't have to. I'll go ahead and answer your question.
What?
But I said the only thing I have been quote unquote dodging are things that have to do with the lawsuit due to my attorney's.
I don't know. We're like 5-10 minutes in. I still ain't got my question out. Okay, I still have not completed my question. Let that sink in for a minute.
request. I said you'll get a statement from my attorney after she prepares it to prove I'm not lying.
What I need you to do is tell
You're acting like I'm lying.
So you want to talk, but you don't want to talk about the lawsuit. Gee, I don't know, Uni. What did you do yesterday? Let's talk about that, because that's the only other thing we can talk about. Because if we can't talk about the lawsuit, then what the fuck am I even doing here?
Let's go. Let's talk about the whole thing, AZ. Roll it. Let's go. Roll it.
So back to my question.
Fuck the attorney. Let's go. Okay.
I don't want Uni. I don't want
you think that's funny?
Okay. No, I don't want to make you do anything you don't want to do. But like,
shit. Are you joking?
Questions.
I'm gonna laugh at you for stating the truth, Uni. I'm laughing at you stating the truth about your family being doxxed. Hey, by the way, what about JLR spread? What about JLR doxing my parents and then putting their fucking every bit of information about them humanly possible on Twitter on his main account? What about that?
That was afterwards. And
that was after. But no, I told Julie that it was happening that day.
My question: a PayPal message is not a dox. That's like getting a DM. No, it's not. Uni, you literally changed the definition. Yo, what dictionary?
No, I'm not. You are
cited every Webster,
go ahead.
Single dictionary, all 3 of them, Cambridge, all of them.
Wow.
They all say,
great.
If it's not public,
which one are you using? You say Cambridge. Gotcha.
I tagged your lady in all of them, but she blocked me because it hurt the truth. You know what I'm saying? But anyways,
no, she didn't block you because it hurt the truth. She blocked you because she's been getting death threats and doxxed. That's a fact.
You guys literally have turned into Steve McRae overnight. Can I ask my question now?
I did.
Oh my God.
So are you going to say that I haven't received death threats and been doxxed? You're going to say that didn't happen. I want it on record, Daisy.
Says when they get put on the spot and you know it. You ready for my question, Uni?
Hold on. I want to respond to what you just said, and yes, I am. I just said I'll answer anything you fucking have, whether it goes to the.
So Unirage blocked me because death threats. Because when Julie's here, by the way, guys. When he ever said death threats, I'm like, he's gone. He's a goner. He's a goner. That's one of the top 5. We lost him. That's it.
He's lost the plot officially.
Officially.
You did so well, AZ. You did so well.
I really wish that I could remain calm and not like get all fired up, but it's not who I am. It's really hard when I'm not set up like that. But so I'm gonna let him tell the pot about you. Or did you have something that he already said that you wanna speak to? But let me read Stacey's super chat first.
I'll let blocking you have to do? And then I'll respond. So I want to hear it.
Okay. Stacey says, what would blocking you have to do with her getting threats? Were you sending them? I know. Apparently, I was the one sending them. I would never. Okay. I really, really like Unireach. I would never.
Then.
Yeah.
Same then. Because
that's just a whack excuse. It's a feel bad for me. Just like his title. I get it. I'll just go. You know what I mean? Like, I can't believe. So not only are you doubling down, but now we got death threats, and now you're pulling the sympathy shit too. Like, this is like a ratchet bingo. All right, let's go on. Playing ratchet bingo. I got bingo over here on the ratchet bingo card.
Lawsuit or not, because you're pressuring me to, 1, and 2, I objected. You've
already talked about all these things publicly. You've already done a bunch of spaces.
Bullshit.
So what do you want? If I can't ask you about the night you were lying with the lawsuit when you went to
I didn't lie. We're going to handle that right now. I'm going to prove to you that I didn't lie. With sources, and I'm going to correct your. I'm going to correct.
You are a liar. You are a liar.
What?
You have been lying. That's why you can't answer.
Okay, so how does this make sense? I tell you that I can prove I'm not, and instead your response isn't. Oh, really? Let's see. Instead, it's no, you are.
Because the past already happened. You can't go back in time and redo what you lied about.
I don't have to redo it. Number 1, the docs. I'm going to answer your question. You are giving a definition of. By the way, if you would have just watched my stream on this,
we're not going to agree on this. You already know.
No, okay, we don't have to. I get to respond. This is a Twitter space.
I know how to read dictionaries. Okay, I've been around long enough to know what doxing is. We're not.
Gotcha. Okay, I'm just going to mute you for a second so I can respond, and I'll let you talk all you want. Now, when I said that I was doxed, I made sure the qualifier was there that I was doxed by YouTube's standards of being doxed. I said I wasn't talking about the law. I said I wasn't talking about, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not up here talking about the law. I'm talking about YouTube's standard of doxing. I pulled the TOS. I went into it. I read it, and I explained it. If you'd like me to do that, AZ, I would love to do it again right now, and then you can give me why you don't believe I was doxxed. But let's have a conversation instead of just talking over each other. Go. Here you go. Unmuting you. If it'll let me. I guess you got to unmute yourself. I'm trying.
All right, I did it.
Okay, go ahead.
So let's agree to disagree on the docs. We're not going to see.
No. I'd like your response. My point. It's a good point. I'd like to hold it. So I will move on after this.
Move on to the next
please.
question.
Okay, we will go to the next question.
We will not agree on what's doxing. Sending somebody a DM is not a dox, Uni. Have any of you in the chat heard me get out a complete sentence yet? Because I still haven't asked the question. Like, this dude is hopping all over my every word. He will not even let me get a single question out. Like, we're like how many minutes in? Still haven't asked my question. You want to argue about doxing when you know we don't agree. He's trying to divert the attention into a subject he knows that damn well I am steadfast holding on to. You can't tell me the dictionary definition and it ain't a dictionary definition. He knows that. I'm trying to get to my question because I already know we're going to get nowhere with this, and he just wants to harp on doxing because it paints them in the victim light, and you know, everything that happened afterwards. Yeah, what's JLR sharing his information? Yeah, but I'm talking about the initial PayPal DM. It's not a dox, but anyways, you get where I'm going. This is so frustrating to listen back to. It's just
That's fine. I'm going to ask you a couple questions. I'm letting you ask me questions before we move on.
JLR because I don't agree with you. That's so manipulative to tell people they support JLR.
I was only talking about the people that did support JLR. I never said you did, unless you are.
You literally said if you don't agree that I was doxxed, your support. I can.
Oh no, that's true. No, that's absolutely true.
That.
I never said I didn't say it, AZ. That is absolutely true. So anyway, back to the doxing because you know this is what we're talking about.
Did y'all hear that? Did y'all just hear that?
Yeah.
Julie.
That reminds me of when he said about the letter, like, I'll go get the letter, it's in my car. And then he backtracks. He just backtracked there saying he didn't see it.
He literally just said, I never said, what? Yo, this is that gaslighting 101 right here. He said something and tried to convince me he didn't say it. When I know in my head, and I ain't the brightest bulb on the tree, let's all admit it, okay? I know I'm not, okay? He literally tried to convince me that that's not what he just said when you all heard him with your own ears. Am I crazy? Like, I know. Hey, Artsy Nurse, thanks for becoming a member. Oh, did I even think someone else came a member and I can't remember who it was because I'm so bad at this. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out. Don't worry. Thank you, Artsy Nurse.
I think it was Squidward.
I think it was, you're right. It was Squidward. Thank you, Julie. Squidward, thank you, by the way. All right. So that's the first gaslight extravaganza. If you missed it, I don't really want to replay because this is already torturous to listen to. Go back and listen if you missed it. He says something. I correct him. He says no. Then I correct him and he says, I never said that. When he literally just said it. All right, let's go on here. So annoying.
So when he doxed me on the PayPal, he sent me, now listen, because I want to know if you would be doxed if this happened to you. He sent me my mother and father, my ex-wife, and several long-term family members, full legal names, and, hold on, he sent me their addresses inside of that message. Now, which proves that this man had easy, full communication and ability to get a hold of me, number one. Number two,
I know
when he did this.
I know.
Okay, good. Well, I'm not just talking to you, AZ. There's a lot of people here, and you're welcome to give your rebuttal to what I'm saying, but I'd like to be able to give mine.
I thought I came here to ask some questions. Like, I didn't come here.
Yes, and I'm responding. Your first question had to do with this.
This is what you do.
Your first question had to do. This is what you do. You try and interrupt me because you know I'm right. That's nice and all.
Show me what
Trying to interrupt
dictionary
me
you
because you
were
know I'm
writing.
right.
I will wait. I will wait for you
Okay.
to show me what dictionary you're
It's the
writing.
YouTube terms of service.
Oh, really? Because
Exactly what I said that day.
Message. Didn't you get a PayPal message? Now we're talking about YouTube, really?
Yes.
Or is it just whatever
Yes.
fiction narrative you is that
No,
where
it's not a narrative. You're going to feel really dumb about this in the future, AZ.
Not at all, actually, because I know
You
how to
will.
read. You cannot
No,
change
you will.
the
You're
definition
reading.
of words.
Okay,
You
well, I
cannot
can prove it
change
right now,
the
but you're just going to keep
definition
talking.
of words. I am not interested in having this conversation. I want to ask the question.
Because you know you're wrong.
Ask. No,
So you know why you don't want to have this?
agree.
Can I respond? Okay.
This is so crazy, right? Like, I just want to ask the freaking question. I've heard all this before. Heard it all before. You know what I'm saying? Don't mind my voice, but heard it all before. I heard it all before. You've repeated this 85. I didn't come here to talk about this. You just don't want to hear it because you know I'm right. Nah, I just don't want to hear you divert, chaff, and redirect, bro. I just want you to answer my question. You know what I'm saying? Like, yikes. Oh, then did you see how he tried to manipulate me? You're going to feel really silly about this, AZ. In other words, in other words, he was like, don't corner me because you're going to look stupid. And I hope you believe that, AZ, because I need to like make myself look good right now. And I can't really do that if you're asking me questions. So you should stop because you're going to look silly. Yeah. Do you believe it, AZ? Nah, mofo. I don't believe it. I'm here. I kept my promise. I'm playing the whole thing, Uni. Unbelievable.
Okay, well, I'm just going to mute you again so I can. No, you can finish talking to me about the first point. And the only reason that you're going to try so hard to play this game where you try to pretend I wasn't doxxed the first day is because if you can do that, it is the only way you can open up the rest. I would like you to let me finish speaking.
No, actually, it has nothing to do with doxing. What
okay,
about
I didn't finish.
Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it at all, actually. Nothing.
Okay, listen. Unmute when I'm done. I'll mute when you talk. It'll be a deal. And if you can't do that, I'll just push you down off of the speaker and pull you up when I'm done talking, if that's what you want.
Wouldn't you? Go ahead. Let's talk about something we don't agree on instead of asking the question I came here to ask.
No, because again,
let's walk
you're
around
being
circles.
selfish.
I love walking around circles. Go ahead, do it.
You're being selfish.
No, I would love to hear you explain this for the 95th time. Go ahead.
Oh, I'd love to also, because when you're speaking the truth, you have to, regardless if someone is trying to lie on you or not.
Doesn't make it true. Just because you repeat it doesn't make it true. But go ahead. Let's
okay, well, I don't know how when you haven't let me say it in this space, and I don't know how when you have done nothing but repeat yourself that applies to me, and I asked you to mute and let me finish. You're using a tactic which a lot of debate.
How long is this going to take, first of all? Because I already heard this.
You're the one that came in and did this. It's as long as you want it to. If you have to leave, we can start up when you're available.
You brought up doxing because you know I disagree with it, so we can dive
you're being selfish again. Regardless of whether you agree or disagree with what I'm saying, if what I'm saying is the truth, then it needs to be laid out.
It's the truth, and it's your truth, Uni. It's your truth.
It's not my truth.
Your truth.
It seems like you just really don't want me to say what I'm about to say, AZ.
I don't give a.
I wonder why.
All these things.
I wonder why you don't want me to say it. I would have been done 35 seconds ago.
You literally said I could ask questions.
I am responding to your first question, which you have provably.
Which was my first question? What?
My first question had to do with doxing.
It hasn't even been asked yet.
Okay, your first point had to do with doxing.
You haven't even asked the question yet. You are diverting attention.
You know that this thing's recorded, right? You do know that, right?
Yes, I do. I'm so glad it is. I'm actually screen recording.
So you're not saying that you made the point to doxing. That wasn't brought up as a point. And it's not a major part of this whole thing.
It was a point in my question, not a question. It was a point in my question before I even got to the question.
I'm so sorry, but if it's a point in your question, then it meets the qualifier for me to say that it's part of your question, which is what I said.
You said I could ask, you would respond. You didn't even let me finish the question.
Hey, when I listen to the behavior panel, you know what one of the qualifiers? Did he just say that I was using a qualifier? Because I'm pretty sure all he does is qualify and try to fucking chaff and redirect you. Like, what are we, how many minutes in? Still haven't asked my question. Still can't get a sentence out.
AZ, we should totally do a behavior panel, but call it like behavior panel on uni. And we can be get Stacey and Kim or something to be the other two. But can I be Scott? Because I've got his book.
Yes. I love this idea so much. I'm like, I just started getting like I started jumping like a little kid a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, I love this idea.
We need to
It's
do
gonna
that.
be so fun.
Oh
my god, I love it. And then Chase Hughes will watch it, and then he'll be my husband. Okay, let's go on.
Okay.
Dude.
Okay,
You didn't
well,
even let me finish
all
it.
right. Go ahead and finish your question. Once you're done, I'll answer it, and then I'll finish what I'm saying about doxing. Go ahead.
Oh, hallelujah. Okay. All right. It's really simple. I'll try to be careful the way I word this because I know that you are in the middle of a legal battle and I don't want to cause problems for you. But what I do want to know, and the same thing that's already been talked about on Spaces, just to add to that, because this ain't a new
That
question.
doesn't mean anything. So go ahead.
This is the same thing that basically that Julie asked. But anyways, let me see which one I should ask first. Because
Okay, while you do that, give me a second to respond to some of the things you said. That'll give you time to look at it. It does not matter if I...
Real quick, the reason why I said let me just decide on which one I'm going to ask first, because I knew that I might only have one shot at one question before he booted me, and I wanted to make sure I was about to ask the right one. Like I knew that deep down inside that this wasn't going to last long, so I had a moment. I'm like, shit, which one should I ask? And like I couldn't even finish that sentence before he was like, well, before you do that, let me respond to, whatever the hell I need to respond to now. But that's why I did that, and I don't get me wrong, I should have thought that through, but that's my reasoning behind it. I was like, shit, I better ask a good one. You know what I mean, Julie?
Yeah, well, doesn't he say he's like a master debater? Well, not master debater. Seriously,
Yeah, he reminds me of every ex-boyfriend I ever had in my life. I can't even handle it. It's just like
it's triggering. It's like the only reason he probably thinks he's good at debates is because he's the only one that gets a word in.
I know, and listen, I'm not the only one he doesn't let talk. He did it to you. He even does it on relaxed nights when he would have streams and Menace would try to speak or Navy would try to. You cannot. And I know it's his stream, I get it, but like he's the worst. He can never let anybody finish ever. I'm pretty bad. I can be bad, but he is like really bad.
It's Gretchen Beach.
Gretchen Beach, thank you for becoming a member. Appreciate that. All right, let's go on here. Don't worry. I know you're probably looking at the screen like 40 more minutes. Nah, he kicks me. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Talked about something at a certain time or not. If it was a mistake and I have been corrected and told not to talk about it, I can't.
Well,
but
okay.
I'm making an exception due to your pushy and nasty behavior to me in this live. I will make an exception to respond regardless of what you're asking about.
That's
Go ahead.
Great news. Okay, so the night you went got it, right?
Did it again.
Before that, the first thing you did, you talked to someone on the phone about it because you hadn't seen it firsthand, and you got their interpretation of it. And then you went to get it under some pressure. You went to get it. How come
days later?
When you showed up,
later.
Okay, days later. Yep,
okay,
that's fine. Days later.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. Can I just get my question out, please? I'll let you talk. I won't even interrupt your answer. Please just let me get.
I don't believe you, but go ahead.
Wow. Anyways, the night you went to get the letter, you showed up and you were like, "Oh yeah, see guys, you weren't like, "Oh my god, it is a cease and desist."
It wasn't a cease and desist.
Can I finish my question? If you
sure.
were so surprised and you didn't know, you quote unquote didn't know it was a cease and desist, how come when you went and picked it up, you weren't like, "Oh my god, it is a cease and desist"? Now I'm gonna mute myself.
Thank God.
Answer me.
Okay. You can unmute when I'm done. I'll let you know. Okay. First point. It was not a cease and desist from a legal standpoint. Now, the same stream you're talking about, where you're pulling whatever I said from, I also qualified that it was equal to a cease and desist that's equal to the knowledge. Now, again, for anyone that thinks I've lied about this or that I'm lying, I will refer you to the original video that I did because I state this in that video. I had specified that the letter is equal to, because it had no signature, because it was not on any kind of legal header, it wasn't filed. It was equal to basically him informing me anyway, didn't have to be through a letter, that he wanted me to stop talking about certain things. I told everybody. Not only do I not consider it a C&D of any kind of official, legal, or any kind of legally binding C&D.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you right now. His answer is so confusing. Like, I don't even know where to start, where to begin. Like, all these words, like, not legally binding, blah, 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 blah. Like, why can't he just answer it? Like, Julie, what is he saying right now? Can you break it down for me, please?
He basically just admitted it was a cease and desist when he said it was a letter that told me to stop talking about certain things. And I'm like, that's what a cease and desist is?
I don't know, man. He just, like, asking him a question, it's like you got to take 45 alternate routes to, like, get to the answer, and then you have to go back and study it and, like, and just hope for the best, because at this point I'm like, wow. And then I get to the handwritten part, and that's that. Wait till you hear that part, Julie. Oh my god. But yeah, so I'm so that is confusing. It's not just me. Like, I know, like I said, I was like, I didn't really get what his answer. I have to listen. I'm actually gonna listen to it again because I still don't understand why it's so complicated to answer if it's a cease and desist or not. Like, why does he have to give this long ass weird McRae answer? McCrazy. McRock. We're gonna call him McRock.
Get it? Like, how is it not a cease and desist when it says on it cease and desist? Like, what?
I don't know. I don't. In his brain, like I said, his truth. It's his truth, not the truth. Uni's truth. Oh yeah.
But I also found out from my legal counsel that that is correct. Now, when I said that, I also pulled it from a source that I showed. It is a website that goes down and describes the different, C&Ds, the weight of C&Ds. So these aren't things I willy-nilly lied about like you and your friend Julie have constantly been harping on for 9 days. These are things I fully explained with context, and what you're doing and your friends and the other people in the community is cherry picking things that I can't respond to because I shouldn't even be saying this right now, and you know it.
I am only picking the things that we've been asking since like day number 2. All right. I didn't say hoo. I didn't like twiddle my fingers and go, ooh, I'm gonna go up there and just try to get Uni and just so I can save the day for JLR, blah blah. Nah, these are questions we've had that should have and could have been answered a long time ago. This is not new. Right, Julie?
Exactly. And he was the one that went live as soon as he heard about the letter. Then he's done Twitter spaces about it. So why is he claiming he can't talk about it and he shouldn't be talking about it when all he's done is talk about it?
And then he invites me up to ask him questions, then makes me feel bad about it, and then says, go ahead, ask me anything. That makes me feel bad about it. It's like, can I ask the freaking questions that, like, make up your mind? Like, we didn't come here to talk about what you did yesterday, Uni. I came here to ask you these questions, and you know that. So he's trying to guilt trip me, just like the Discord with you-know-who, Julie. It's just like one big guilt trip, like, poor me, like, just like his title. I get it, I'll just go. Like, nah, nobody wants you to go. People want you to fucking acknowledge where you're dropping the ball here instead of just talking, circles, spinning me around till I'm fucking dizzy when you could just answer the simplest TLDR. I kept telling him, you can't even hear me because he's just over talking me. I'm like, TLDR, for the love of God, please. Like, just answer the question. God. Can you imagine Rachel asking Uni what he wants to eat for dinner?
See, the thing, yeah, that's the thing though. Rachel's just as bad. Like, she was just as bad in his Discord.
I know. Like, I know. I could listen. I could have went in about all that stuff too, but I honestly just don't even want to embarrass them. Like, it's not in my heart to do that. But like, I almost did. I could have been worse. Like, he thinks I'm so awful and mean and nasty. Like he said I was being. Like, nah, bro.
That was me opening a bottle, by the way, in case anyone spreads rumors. I'm like Muzz. That was me opening my water bottle. I just wanted to make that clear. Sorry.
Yeah. So like, I could have been nasty, you know what I mean? It's not my heart to do that. I could have brought up other things, but it's not my heart to do that. And for him to say I'm being nasty, like, nah, bro, I just want to get my 2 questions out. The same 2 questions we've had all along that I still don't know the answer to one of them.
He was being so nasty and aggressive.
Yeah, like I told him at the beginning, I'm like, why are you so defensive? Like, why are you jumping down my throat? Well, you had laugh faces, easy. Oh. What did you want me to do? Mean faces? Like what? Like what do you want from me?
I know. Oh my God, his ego.
Ay, ay, ay. Let's go. Let's go ahead.
But you're trying to goat me like other people into giving them a dose of drama or a dose of information. And all this does is aid the opposition. That's why I say you're supporting JLR in this behavior. But if since you
I
unmuted
am
before
not
I was done,
supporting
I'll let you
JLR.
go.
I do not
You can
appreciate
say
you
that till the
saying
cows
that
come home.
I
But guess what,
I
AZ?
was
I can
on
prove it.
JLR's ass before you
I
ever
can
even made a
prove
video
it.
about him, Uni. I've hated the dude before you even
I
before
don't
you caught his
believe you
out.
anymore. I
You don't
wish I
believe me?
could.
Go to my channel. Go to my
I
channel.
wish I could, AZ.
Oh
I
my
wish I could.
God.
But what's your second question? Remember those second questions. What's the second one?
Is he for real?
Yep. Can you press a 1 in the chat if you remember my video about JLR long before Uni started this whole tragedy pimp thing? Please press 1 in the chat. Please press 1. Oh yeah, I'm serious, Julie. Isn't that crazy? I
I'm
kept tagging
pressing
you.
one,
I
but
kept
I'm not in
tagging you on
chat.
Discord. Kept tagging you on Discord. I'm like, Julie, because I wanted you to hear this nonsense that he was saying. Like, you're this awful person. Julie, you've been so patient with him. Like, and you've given him way more grace than I have. I was out of control on this call. You were very patient. I don't know how you do it. You literally let him talk and talk and talk, and I just give you all the props in the world because I just can't. Anyways, you have been so easygoing about this. The fact that he's trying to slam you is just mind. Okay, you want to be mad at me? Go ahead. I'm a force. Okay, I'm a force. But Julie, like, she's been super calm, cool, collected about it, bro. Like you're acting like she's out here terrorizing you. Like it's so weird.
To be honest, Daisy, the only reason I kept my cool was because I had a chicken curry and 2 Twix bars, and I was like eating
I have
that
Twix bars. Maybe I should have
in the
one.
middle of him talking. So like it was kind of going in one ear and out the other because you know he makes the same point over and over again.
I know.
So that's why I was so patient, was because I was just kind of like focusing on eating, just waiting my turn, eating,
Yeah.
enjoying the
I don't know
food.
if there's a snack in the world that could shut my mouth, but I need to figure something out. But yeah, you were really good at it. So it's literally, that's my point. You were so kind, nice, cool, calm, collected, and he still is up here like Julie's trying to ruin me. Like, what do you mean? All right,
Maybe I'm the master debater. You know, I
obviously,
did do politics at uni, so maybe I'm the master debater.
maybe.
So I know, but still, I tried.
Are you telling me I wasn't the first person on YouTube to call out JLR? Go look it up, Uni.
Yes, actually,
Anyway,
what year was
one
it?
of the first people.
Okay, good,
A
because
couple years ago.
I actually
Around the time
called
of
him
the
out in
Gabby Petito.
2016.
Right out of Gabby Petito. So you had I've
Okay.
never even heard you talk about him.
I
so
called him
recently.
out 2 years after he did what he did at Sandy Hook.
Okay.
To be fair, because I'm not a fucking liar, I didn't even know he made videos 2 years after Sandy Hook. Fuck if I know. I only know of him to talk about JLR, recently. So, forgive me for not knowing about your QAnon freaking JLR years, because I literally have not followed you for that long, Uni. So you'll have to forgive me. If you made a video 2 years after Sandy Hook, okay then. I'll give you that, because that's about all I'm gonna give you.
Question. Ready for this? Ready for second question?
Sure.
Why did you tell everybody it was a handwritten letter? You said that on
No.
tweet.
Hold on. Hold up. Let's refer back to my original video. This will explain it.
Keys panel. You said it was handwritten. Why did you say it was handwritten? That's my own.
Okay, I will. I'm gonna fully respond.
TLDR.
If you want to mute, you can, or if you have anything else to say, I'll let you say it before I go. Thank you.
I'm sorry, you guys. I have to make this point. I literally was not done getting out my thought question. I wanted to make it clear of when he said this, where he said this. That way he couldn't spin me around with the pin the tail on the donkey and wish, just hope for the best, I was trying to be like, you said it on Queeby's channel, at this time, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was trying to get all that out, and he kept muting me. He kept freaking muting me, so I couldn't finish my question. He's telling me I can ask questions, but he won't even let me finish the freaking question. And I'm the asshole, I know.
This is insane, by the way. Like, you want to talk about, I'm not done. This is part of my response. Let me respond, for fuck's sake. You're giggling again and being disrespectful, but then you're going to sit there and say, no, I'm not. And when people in the future look back on this and they know that you're disrespectful and they know that you're doing this to me, it will affect you. It will affect you. I know you will. I'm glad you will. Oh, I am fucking glad you will. I want it in its entirety.
Can you just,
from the minute you came up in here, or a few minutes before, to the dead end, as long as you keep your word on that. You keeping your word on that?
I want the answer to why you told everybody on Queen P's panel that it was handwritten.
I was in the middle of explaining when you interrupted me, number one. And number two, after I'm finished, I would like you to explain to me, or promise me, or whatever you want to say, that you're going to play the entirety of this conversation if you play it. Now, okay,
I'll play it
let's
for
go.
when it came up, sure.
Yeah, okay, that's what I mean, yes. Okay, now, when I was first told by my mother about the letter, and she actually, wasn't Julie in that call? I'm almost positive she was, but just mute for me. I promise, I will swear to God, I know I interrupt you, AZ, but it's because I'm a doofus. I'll mute when you talk, I promise. Because I get distracted, so I'm trying not to. Okay.
Sorry, AZ, could you pause
if
that
you
minute?
go back,
He done some Discord voice call with his mother, and I don't know if he think he's saying that I was in that call, but I was not in that call with his
wasn't
mother.
that just his moderators?
Yeah, that I was not in that. So
I don't know why
unless
he
he means
thinks you
the
would be
Twitter
there.
space, but I was not in with his mother. So
he's trying to give credence and credibility to the fact that you may have been there when he knows damn well that that was his closest moderator people who were in that call. I don't know why he assumed you would be there, which is really weird. But anyways, so yeah, thanks for clearing that part up. But this gets so much more crazier. Like, I'm so disappointed. I feel so dumb.
this is wild.
I feel so dumb.
His mask has slipped off.
Yo, it slipped and shattered.
It really has. It has. It has.
To the first video, like I've told my peeps the whole time, I state that my mother told me it was handwritten. Why does it matter? I'm not asking you right now. I'm going to make a point. I state that it's handwritten because my mother told me it was. So I assumed it was. Maybe when I was on Queen Bee's panel, I'd have to look at the date when I went on her panel and see if it's after I went. But after I went to the letter, I made sure to inform everybody that it wasn't fully handwritten.
Okay. So I want y'all to remember that. Make that mental note. It was not handwritten. His mom was wrong. Please put that in a little capsule in the back of your head because you're going to need that in a couple minutes, okay? Okay.
Handwritten. Only the envelope was. My mother is disabled. I would not talk about her because I haven't in 9 years of this, not once. But because JLR doxed her background, he doxed her address, he doxed, literally lied about her background, saying that she had some kind of fucking like criminal charge when she never has. She's only gotten DUIs. And you know what I mean by criminal charge, against another human being, when her DUIs, which are very bad and all that, those are out of lies that aren't DUIs is what I'm saying. Now, to finish, so that you can say what you want to say, all I know is that my mother told me it was handwritten. And after I saw the letter and read it to you guys, well, you weren't there, but read it to those guys, I corrected myself. It was not a lie. You're acting like I maliciously or with intent. Now, one way to prove that to Julie, because I swear she was in that call, is when my mother pulled up, because I had to wait on her to get home to get there, and I stayed.
Y'all, why can't this dude just answer a question? Why are we talking about DUI and like
isn't he by his own definition doxing his own mother? Like, he's going into all of her business. Her charges.
Yo, and it's not even in a DM, it's on a public forum, publicly published. To publish. Like the definition, the definition doxing, to publish, publicly publish. Yo, did you how many detours did we just take there? How many? I should fucking count them sometime. I'm telling you.
To DUIs.
There was like 9, at least 9 detours. At least. Just answer the freaking question, Uni. Like, why did it take this long? I just don't get it. Anyways.
He just outed his own mother's criminal record. I'm in shock.
Nice going, Uni. You doxed your own mom. Here we are. And you didn't even have to send her a PayPal message. Look at that.
On my phone, so no one accused me of calling her, communicating with her the entire time until I got to her. She didn't know I was coming. But I made sure to have her address that, all those things, before I got to speak to her or anything else. One of the first things out of her mouth was that it was her fault. I'm not trying to blame her, but this shouldn't matter. I didn't lie. Okay. Why would I lie? No, I want you to tell me this. I want to ask you one question. Why would I lie?
Are you serious? What? Lord of mercy. Let me do the sign of the cross real quick. Why would you lie? How about you just answer the question, Uni? Why did you say it was handwritten when it wasn't? Like, why are you trying to divert the attention again? Like, just answer it.
Why would I lie? In the community, like, all come up, you know, and stick up for them and like rally up for them, if you ask me.
Yeah, he sure does. He wants that. Like, it's just sad, man. It really, because I you know, contrary to what people might say, like, I do have a soft side to me, even with people you wouldn't expect. As much as I want to flip a desk right now, as much as this dude deserves to be questioned and he deserves to be in the hot seat, part of me is like, poor Uni, he just wants to be loved. Like, look at his title. I get it. I'll just go. Like, it's just like, but it's all manipulation. But I'm smart enough to know it's all manipulation. Do you know what I'm saying? And it could all be fixed if he would just not be Steve McRae.
Yeah, I've just got none left now at this point. No, I've just got none left. No, after that title. No way.
I know. I'm not saying it. I go back and forth because I start to feel bad when I question people like this, but then again I snap out of it like, nah.
No, he deserved that. You did well. He treated you like doggy doo-doo at the bottom of his shoe, you know?
Yeah. Like I'm some kind of crazy person for asking 2 questions, like, ooh, that I can't even get out, but all right.
And say that it was handwritten when it wasn't to benefit myself in any way. What's the benefit I get?
Do you want me to answer that?
Yes, please.
Or are you being facetious? I'm just checking. Like,
no, I know you're being smart with me still. You could drop that any time and we could just talk normal, but please answer.
Well, the way you started the conversation off was pretty defensive.
My family is being doxxed, and you're a force against me through this. You expect me to be respectful. It's insane. You know, do you really think what you're doing isn't disrespectful or fucked up?
I waited 7 days for you to release your video that was almost done, and you never did. And
I told everybody that I can't release the fucking video until my lawyer allows me.
Before your lawyer. Before.
You don't know that.
You didn't go to that Monday.
My lawyer.
I was in your Discord that whole weekend.
I called. So what? What does this have to do with anything? These are little tiny instances that don't. There's no lie there.
Almost done, and it was a weekend, and you didn't even go to your lawyer till Monday.
Are you guys?
That was just like a little bump on the rest of my question. Okay, I was gonna say, I waited to hear from you myself before I made my own judgments, but you never showed up. You never came through. You never followed through on your promise to release the video. You never answered questions. You never answered Julie's questions. You just never did anything. So of course I'm going to go out and draw my own conclusion. If you think I'm attacking you for that reason, well, I don't know what to tell you. I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted to like talk about that, but I can't because it's Uni and you can't. You just can't. You can't talk ever.
I did not. I called her several times before that, and I said that to everybody. Everybody in this fucking room knows that. All right,
let's start off for your question. Why would you?
No, I want to know why any of the. Are you guys sitting there thinking through everything that happened in this, just trying to say Uni lied on that? What are you doing?
Okay. I'm gonna bust open the door right now. You ready for this?
No, I want you to answer me and then bust open the door.
All right, let me answer you. Okay. But why would you say it was handwritten? Because it's extra creepy. It's a creep factor, right? I mean, if somebody's written to your mom,
fucking God, I didn't have to do that. The motherfucker doxed and shared my family's info from the first day, like I told Julie. It was just something that I couldn't share publicly.
All right, this is just one last thing
Hold
about
on. Do you
something you
believe
talked
that
to
he
Julie
didn't? Is
about.
that what you're saying? Are you saying to me that you believe JLR did not share my family's information that he dug in insane ways? Are you trying to claim
Hey,
to me?
you're gonna feel
No,
really
answer
weird
me.
later when I play the
What?
part when Julie asked you why you said it was handwritten. You said because it was, and then you said I have
Well,
to
it
go
was
to my car.
probably.
I
It was
have to
probably.
go to my car, Julie. I have to go to my car,
Okay, that
Julie.
proves. AZ, you just proved that I wasn't
But
lying.
you just told me your mom
No,
said. You just
no,
told me your mom said that
Julie
was
or
an
AZ.
accident. This was
Why do
after
you
you
keep
already had it.
yelling
You're
over
caught up.
me?
You just got caught up, dude.
I
You
did.
just got caught up because you
Okay,
already
because
had
guess what happened?
He got caught up, and you might be confused because we're talking over each other, and that's part of his master plan. Let me explain. You heard him say his mother had it all messed up and said it was a handwritten letter. Then he went and got the letter. Apparently, he left it in his car because Julie had asked him, "What is it with the handwritten part?" He said, "Oh, it was handwritten, but it's out in my car right now." So I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, Uni, you just said that you did have it by then. Like, it was in your car. And he just goes on and on and on. And he starts saying, well, half of it was, Julie, you're going to love this. He starts saying half of it was handwritten. I'm like, but Uni, you just said that your mom was confused and it wasn't handwritten. So is it half handwritten? Is it half printed? And then he just booms out wicked hard. Like he just like he goes Tasmanian devil, and then he fucking hangs up on me and tells everybody I hung up. But proof, if you're late here, the proof is on Twitter and at the beginning of this video because AZ comes with receipts. Okay, so wait till you hear this, Julie. You're gonna freaking die.
Oh my god.
AZ, Spackle will back me up on this.
No,
I went to
you
my mother's.
told Julie the
I got the
handwritten was
letter.
in your car.
I put it in my
Steph was
pocket.
there when I explained this the other night.
I
She was
drove
there.
back to my home. I left the letter in my car and then
Yep.
showed them. Okay.
You're
So
not
hold on,
listening.
AZ. Hold on.
You're not
You
listening.
just said, no, you're not listening. You just said I
No.
had to go get the letter. You admitted that.
You're
You're talking about when
Julie.
I went and got the letter.
You had already
Huh?
had it at that point. You
No,
already
I
had
had
the letter at
not.
this point. When
Okay,
Julie
AZ,
asked you,
you know
when
everything.
Julie
I'm an
asked
idiot.
you,
I'm an idiot and a liar, AZ. That's what it is.
Julie said, why did you
Again,
say it was
1
handwritten? You said,
second,
because
AZ.
it was. It's in my car.
1
Why would it be in
second,
your
AZ.
car if you didn't have it? Why would it be in the car?
1 second, AZ. I
You
just
hadn't
told
had
you
it
5. Okay, I'm going to put you down.
Why would it be in the car if you didn't have it? He's not listening. That's the thing. I don't know if he's intentionally lying here or just not listening or maybe a combination of both, but he thinks that I am trying to say that he hadn't had the letter yet. What I'm saying is you went and got it and you told Julie you left it in the car. But he's like, oh, I'm just a liar. Blah, blah, blah. He's like, nah, bro. I think in a second I speak calmly and he does like take it in. But
Like
it's
he said some of it was handwritten. I'll get it. It's in my car. Oh wait, you can't show stuff in Twitter Spaces. And then I forget what else he said. When he said some of it was handwritten, I don't know. I
Yeah.
made the joke and I went, "Oh, was it his signature?" And then
that killed me. Yes, he does bring up Spackle a lot, and I said you can't hear me because he's talking over me. I'm like, I don't know. I was in a chat with Spackle the other night. She didn't say nothing, which I don't want to speak for Spackle. Let me just make that clear. Like,
yeah,
for all I know, I could be wrong, and maybe Spackle does feel that way. I don't know, but in the
she
background,
doesn't, and she just wants to be left alone. And
yeah,
that's the thing.
he keeps bringing her up. Like,
all the people that left just want to be left out of this. They've left for a reason. They want to be left alone at peace and move on. And he won't. He keeps bringing them up because he knows that they want to be left alone and they don't want to speak about it.
yeah, he knows that I like Spackle, and he's using her to be like, oh, well, if Spackle thinks so, then obviously you're wrong. Like, he picked her by design. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But he could land her in a lot of trouble by saying that. Like, he could, look, he's got his own mother involved in this lawsuit by bull crapping, like, well, saying that she's said certain things that weren't true. And then he keeps bringing up people that left that aren't responding.
Yeah, because he's trying to back up his words with other people.
Exactly, and it's like he's trying to bring them into a dangerous situation here. It's just really bad.
It's like, yo, just be a man and stand on your own. You don't need spackle. You don't need this one. You don't need that one. Just take care of it yourself. Like, why you have to involve all these people? It's so stupid.
Why doesn't he bring up the people he still has that apparently seen all this stuff? Because I guarantee you, Sparkle and anyone else he mentioned was not alone with him in those conversations. Yet he won't bring up any of his yes men that are still sticking by him. And that says a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it does. I don't know. I don't even want to bring, like you said, I don't even want to bring those other people up. But it's just, if I was Spackle, I'd be annoyed. Let me just say that. I'll leave it at that.
I'll bring you back up as soon as I'm done talking. Hold on. You don't have to go. I'll bring you back up as soon as I'm done talking. Okay. Yeah, you weren't removed yet, just so you know. I hadn't done it. I thought you weren't being rude or nasty, right? So you are, you aren't.
You
Will
won't
just
even
admit
let
it?
me get my question out, just like you did with Julie, though. So, I mean, I'm not
How?
surprised.
Well, maybe you cut out a little bit, but when I started talking,
You
it was
won't
when
let
you
me
weren't
get to
talking.
finish the question. You won't even let me
You
finish
said,
it. Yumi.
okay, but I started talking when you cut out, when you stopped talking. And I said that I went to get the letter and brought it home. And there was a time period before I showed everybody where Spackle and everybody kept telling me, get the letter, show us the letter. And the reason why this happened is because we got news while I was like on the way by someone that, you know, was watching in that call. By the way, one of the fucking conditions of this call was that it would not be talked about publicly. But anyway, we got news that EKC was going live to show the letter. So because of that, I waited a few minutes. EKC didn't go live right away, so I showed them. So I did have to go back and get the letter out of the car. What does this have to do with anything for the 150th
You're not
time?
talking about the correct time, Uni. That's the thing. You're not listening to me. You're not
Okay.
speaking about the
So what
correct.
you're saying is after that happened, I'm in Discord and someone's asking me about the handwriting and I lie is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, after you went and got the letter, this is after you did a spaces. Julie came up. Okay, it was when all the crap was hitting the fan,
No,
right?
you're wrong, AZ. I remember this one.
I'm literally trying to tell him over and over again, you're not listening to me. You're not listening to me. And he's just jumping on me. And then he's calling me nasty. Like, this is insanity, dude.
I cannot believe, like, he pretends to be so nice on YouTube, but then in, like, this Twitter, like, this is the real Unirock.
It was after this shit. I left the letter in my car after I showed everybody.
I'm
So when she had
still
asked,
haven't got my sentence out. Like,
what does it matter? You were
Dude.
done. You said,
actually, I wasn't
go
done.
ahead, please, go ahead. I don't know how it's going to change anything. Go ahead.
I don't know why you can't just let me get the sentence out. Like, I'll tell you when I'm done speaking. How about that? So there's no confusion. This was after you had already retrieved it, okay? Maybe even a couple days after. Julie said, well, why did you tell everybody that it was handwritten? And you said, because it was. And then you said, you know what, Julie, it's in my car. I'll explain later. But that doesn't make sense, Uni, because what you just told me was that your mom had told you initially that it was handwritten. But at this point in the conversation, you already had it in your possession.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
do you
You're right.
understand now?
Yes, I do. Thank you. Okay, now you mute for a second. Thank you.
We went around in circles for 8 minutes. Like, and it took me like 10 seconds to get it all out. And he's like, oh, okay.
Was he being serious when he was like, you're right, or was that sarcastic?
I don't even know, but I know I'm right. Julie, I'm right? Am I right?
Yeah, you are right, but I can't tell with him when he's being sarcastic or not.
Because, like, these people make me sometimes, like, I'm sad to admit it, but, like, sometimes they got me second guessing myself. Like, yo, am I right?
I'm the same.
They
I
got me
second
thinking, this is
guess
why I can't
myself
smoke
all the
weed. I'd be
time.
sitting there like, damn, I am wrong.
Yeah, like, sometimes I have to ask people if I said something that I know I didn't say, but I'm, like, second guessing myself, and I'm like, did I say that?
Because, like, I don't operate like that. I'm to the point. I'm like, all right, what do you want to know? Okay, here's your answer. Like, I don't get when people do that. So, like, it confuses me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it makes me dizzy. It does. That's what gaslighting is designed to do. It's to make you dizzy, to make you doubt yourself, to make you think you're crazy, you know? And
Yep.
so 10 minutes ago I asked Judy why he said it was a handwritten letter, blah blah blah. Now he's trying. Now I think it's hard to remember clearly here, but I think he starts to realize what I'm trying to say. Anyways, let's go on.
Thank you. Okay. What had happened with Julie in that space is that I was going to tell Julie the parts of the letter that were handwritten and the parts that were not. So, though I realized at that time, I'm not supposed to be talking about that publicly. And because I'd already told Julie we had to go talk about that privately, I wasn't going to rob Julie of the information.
Okay, so first you guys heard, remember that little capsule I told you put the back of your brain about how his mom had it confused, it wasn't handwritten, she was wrong. Now he's saying, well, what I meant when I talked to Julie, what I meant was I had to talk to her about what parts of the letter were handwritten and what parts of the letter weren't. Okay? You heard that, right? Now you're going to hear...
Yep.
This is
FYI, Irish is my witness, Stacey, everyone. We were all in a voice call after the Twitter space. We were never told what parts were handwritten and what parts.
Oh, that's your fault, though, Julie. You didn't show up in the Discord and make an appointment with him. It's all Julie's fault. Ask your friend Julie.
Excuse me, I did. I was in a voice call about
Julie never showed up. Julie never showed up. No. He just keeps saying that.
No, that's the thing. I did. I think it was like twice. I did.
He literally, in the beginning, by the way, if you go back later and listen or whatever, he really goes, it's like, well, Julie never came. Julie never came. I'm like, yeah, it's all Julie's fault.
Such a liar, because I did.
I know.
Spoke to him twice after the Twitter space and voice chat. It might have been once, but I think it was twice. I'm sure it was twice.
I think it was too. I'm pretty sure it was. All right, so this gets even better. So I told you, remember those two things I just reminded you of? Now watch what happens, because we're about to go to the Twilight Zone real quick, okay?
Right, okay.
But I was going to not speak it publicly to stop trapping myself, to stop, doing what I had been doing, even though I had tried not to, which was because I've never had this happen, AZ. I've never had anyone silence me improperly, illegally, because they want to file frivolous lawsuits to try to cover up for the massive doxing, harassment against my family. So yes, I didn't lie, but if you're going to say that I misinformed, fine. I did it due to my lawyer's fucking guidance. So go ahead and please respond. I'm done. I want you to respond to what I just said and explain how I lied.
What you just said. I'm not diverting anything. I'm responding. So listen. So you're telling me now, first it was handwritten. Then you said, no, my mom was wrong. It wasn't handwritten. And then you told Julie, yes, it was handwritten. And then you just told me it wasn't handwritten. Your mom was confused. And now you're saying half of it was handwritten and half of it was printed.
No, now you're lying. You're lying right now.
You said some of the letter had,
okay, let me finish.
You just said some of the letter had handwritten.
I said,
you literally just said
wow. Wow, you have a bad memory, because I could rewind this and play it and it would say I was going to tell Julie which parts of the letter were handwritten.
So I'm basically saying he's taking me literally. He's taking me like literally. What I'm saying is, so some of it was handwritten, some of it wasn't. Like, that's the point I'm getting at. He's trying to be like, I didn't say half and half. It wasn't 50% in print and 50% in handwriting. Like, he's trying to get all literal on me to try to freaking divert attention again. It's the craziest thing, dude. Local University. Get Julie a white chocolate Twix. Ooh, big ups, ladies. Uni McCrae. McRock. We'll call him McRock. So, Julie, you got some candy money here. What?
Thanks, Sheebas. They're actually very
You can
nice.
have it, Julie, because I don't even like the white chocolate. It's not even real chocolate. It's a scam, okay? Don't ever get the white chocolate. Get the real chocolate, but don't tell me.
Oh my god, no. It's so nice, though. It is.
We'll have to agree to disagree. If you want to debate me on it, fine. Call Uni. I don't know what to tell you.
You stuck up for Britney Spears and her boob sweat, so we're pretty good now.
So he's telling me that I'm wrong. I could go back and rewind it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, God.
And which were not.
So there were parts that were handwritten.
Yes. I'll them to you. If you come in the Discord after this.
So how come you didn't just say, my mom
did. I stopped myself. These aren't lies, AZ. These are like little tiny points.
But how come when I asked you earlier why you said it was handwritten, you didn't say, Because, well, some of it was, some of it wasn't. You said, nah, my mom was confused. None of it was handwritten. Wouldn't it make more sense to say, well, some of it was, some of it wasn't. That's why my mom was confused. But instead, he says, no, my mom is confused. Now he's trying to say it was like that all along when he didn't. It's just like, he's like, all these little points, all these little things.
Does he not realise that the full internet has seen the letter? Like, does he not realise that?
Does he not realize what?
The full internet, well, everyone has seen the letter. Like,
He's still trying to say that there are some parts that are handwritten. Like you said, what, the signature?
Exactly, like, everyone's seen it. It's as if he's, like, ignoring that part or, like, oblivious.
He's justifying it to himself, and I'm going to tell you what I think, all right? I think he's justifying it to himself because there maybe is a signature, and maybe there really is handwriting in the signature, and he's like, there was handwriting, and I think in his Rockalot brain, when he shakes it around, all the rocks jiggle together, and he goes, well, I am telling the truth because technically there's a signature, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the only thing that can make sense because, like you said, we've all seen it. He's trying to say what we're seeing isn't real life, do you know what I mean? Yeah, throwing his own mom under the... I know. Like, we didn't even need to talk about his mom, honestly. Like, I feel bad for that lady.
Yeah, like, it literally, like, by his definition, doxed his own mother's criminal record. I mean, no... Oh, my God. The stuff
Let's
he's
just
revealed about his mother's publicly is so bad, and he's dragged his own mother into this lawsuit because of what he's like said and stuff. It's like wild to me.
Yeah, I feel bad about that because obviously, you know, she don't need any of this drama, so we'll just so you heard everything he just said, all the excuses. Now he's about to hang up on me, I think, somewhere along this next couple minutes anyways.
And hold on. Let's
How
just
come you didn't just
pretend.
say that then? How come you said your mom was wrong and she really wasn't wrong and there really was handwritten
Do
pots?
what now? Where are you getting this from? Where does that come from? Let's stick with what you already brought up.
I really hope the people are listening because this is
I
ridiculous.
really hope so too, AZ. Yes. But anyway,
my mom was wrong. It wasn't handwritten. And then you told Julie
the
it was.
letter.
And now you're saying somebody isn't. Somebody isn't.
I just said, are you going to call me a liar? Is that what you're doing?
The shit out of me right now, Uni.
Hold on. It's not gaslighting when I'm telling you. When I am telling you, you're not even repeating it properly. I said that I was going to show her which parts were handwritten and which parts weren't. Now, at that time,
so
hold up. You're interrupting me again. Hold up. Whoa. Boo, 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 boo. Hold up. I'll pull you back up when I'm done. You just said that I lied about this for some kind of reason. Number one, I'll give you permission to speak right after, and I promise I'll mute. In fact, I don't know. Is there a neutral moderator out there? Menace, do you want to come up? But you're saying, where does she go? Oh, she leaves. Well, that makes sense. You're saying, T-Spiracy, I maliciously lied about this man doxing my family. Now, all I've got to do to prove that I'm not lying is show you that there are parts of the letter that are handwritten and that there are parts that are not. That's all I got to do. I offer to take you into Discord and show it to you, and instead you scream and yell, you disrespect me, and you put me down, and you keep shitting on me, which is perfectly fine. I'm glad that I know this about you. I'm glad that I know this about Julie. I'm glad that I know this about the creators that are willing to do this. So now that she's forced me to talk about this shit against my lawyers,
Force. Oh my God. You forced them. You're muted. AZ, you're muted. AZ, you're muted.
Yeah, I can't even deal it at this point anymore. That's insulting, first of all. And I ain't about to let you act like we have some horrible people here for asking some simple, basic questions. And I wasn't freaking out and yelling and just whatever. Like, you literally ran the show, Uni. I don't even know what you're talking about. Anyways, go ahead, Julie.
you know, I am in shock. Like, uh,
I know.
I've, you know, after it, right, I still had that. I suppose that's why I was patient with him in the Twitter space. I still had that. You know how you have your like that wee bit of sympathy for him. That's what I was like. So you know, I went in the Twitter space. No, not the Twitter space. After the Twitter space, I was still in his Discord. He had ample opportunities to show me the letter. He never offered either. Um, he makes out he offered, but he never did.
Yeah, he never offered. It's your fault though, Julie. He keeps saying it's your fault. It's your fault. I'm sorry. If you want to prove you're not a liar, you should probably, seek her out or whatever.
Exactly.
Why does she have to go make an appointment with you? We all know how difficult it is to even get in contact with you one-on-one, especially when you've been hiding forever, ever since all this took place. You haven't even been in the Discord. Your freaking wife was speaking for you half the time, which was half the problem.
The thing is, it's like I was in voice calls, and not once did they show it, show about it being half written, and it was about resolving things or whatever,
Right.
and asking questions, and it was like respectful, and the way we would do it, and other people were saying things respectfully, and Irish was there, and at one point she just gave up because she was like, no, I'm done, like, because he kept talking in circles, the same thing. And then I was like, I'm done, but I listened anyway. Continued to listen for a wee while. Then I left, but there was, I don't know how many. I think there was one or two voice calls, but I was still in that Discord for a wee while. The only reason I left that Discord was because Irish Badass was chucked out, and they were making out as if she left,
I know,
but
yeah.
she didn't leave. And then also, before that, I was in arguments for literally a while after people left, and certain people like Rach had her digs. This nutter Janie person was being really nasty, like going into our issue with every single person that left. And people were like having their digs at the people that left. And I was like, oh my God, this is like culty. It's like the minute they disagree with you, they left so peacefully and nicely saying that they loved you, but they can't support this. Like, it was so nice what they said. And it was like such a culty atmosphere. And it was like anything you dare question, it was like Rachel would be like, he's got PTSD and all this stuff. And it's like, oh my God, like, I cannot believe this.
Yeah, and like, Julie, before I ever even talked to him, like, I was nice in the Discord.
So
we both were. Like, he acts like we're out here dragging him.
Exactly. Like, okay,
we're not dragging him. Like,
I did call Janie an arse, but she was being one. And so yeah, I did get heated. But that was when he was off Discord. When he came back, that's when we did the voice calls. So I mean, he's just lying.
He's lying so bad.
It keeps like throwing the people that left, especially like Sparkle, under the bus.
Yeah.
And like that stupid board he did this stream, he was saying, oh, I should even be telling you this, so, like, apparently why the issues like what him and Navia had over the tagging of the Queen Bee situation. Now the ironic thing is, I tagged him in a community post and I get no response, and I tagged these two channels. So that woman, Queen
So you
Bee,
had been tagging him too?
I tagged Exactly, yeah. I tagged him to make a point, and I get no response.
Like, what more does he want you to do? Like, does he want you to get a blowhorn like Betty and just stand outside his house like, I'm ready to talk to you, Uni? Like, what do you want? Like,
oh no, I didn't tag him for that. I just tagged him after my video critiquing him to make a point. No, I left the Discord because I didn't like the Irish was chucked out, but I already spoke to him. Like, what else more could be said?
yeah,
He
plus
was
they were
talking
closing the
in
Discord anyways.
circles.
They let it be known, like, the Discord was
Exactly.
closing. The Discord was closing, so, like, who cares? Like, I left once I realized that Unirage changed the thing 4 times, changed the narrative 4 times. He was over here not saying nothing, he was making tweets, like, talking about his Tarkov, I don't know, whatever he was talking about, I can't remember. And I was just like, is this dude gonna sit here with his fingers in his ears, like, nah, act like nobody's confused right now? Like, that's why I left. I'm like, fuck this. Like, if you don't care about enough, if you don't care enough about the people who have supported you, then what the hell am I even doing in your Discord? Like, screw off, dude, you know?
Exactly, that's the thing.
Ronnie says, I was waiting for Julie F. and Virgo. If you call them Ratchet Pinko. Julie F. and Virgo. Love it, Ronnie.
The thing is, as well, is like, I don't know, it's just this switch in him. It's like that first video when he came back. There was,
Yeah.
I could not believe that there was no admit to any fault or like
I was so
even
floored.
excuses being made. Like, I was in shock.
I was completely floored. I couldn't even finish that. I was just like, wow. Not that I expected that we would get much from him as far as acknowledgement or apology, whatever it may be, but something, or maybe even just ignore it altogether. But don't sit there and double down and act like we're the ones cherry picking. Oh, cherry picking, cherry. He loves to say that, cherry picking, bro. You've done nothing but cherry pick. Like, it's infuriating, actually. And where did it go? Because it was a good comment. I had it on the screen for a while. I want to make sure I read it because it definitely resonated with me, right? Hold on. Oh, Breezy coming through with the wisdom here. The exaggeration does not surprise me one bit. Right. The whole like, oh, I exaggerated about the letter. Like, that didn't surprise me either. So Breezy says, the exaggeration did not surprise me one bit, but the way he is speaking to people that were meant to be friends is something I didn't expect. Yeah, I didn't expect him to just blatantly think we're this stupid. I don't know. I'm kind of insulted. Like, that he thinks I'm this stupid. I don't know. It's insulting.
He's turned like malicious, like with the way he's lied about things. And then like tonight, he totally turned things round in me. I was in shock. So basically what happened is, obviously I'm throwing Pickle's party tomorrow, right? And it's just like to lift our spirits, and it's like, he called it a fundraiser, but it's more like a donate if you want to and if you can, but it's more like a lift our spirits, let's have fun, like, you know, sort of thing. And you know, all I was saying was, it was the timing. He did it the night before, right? I mean, it's scheduled, so all right, say I didn't know about it, but even so, put it really, all I asked was for him to not. So the title was like Molly Golightly, Betty Bullhorn Betty, and Julie's lying. Oof, right? So I'm immediately like, oh my god, I've advertised this on TikTok and Twitter, right? And some people like don't, you know me or whatever, or
right. So they might see that. Yeah, they might see you having that and be like, oh yeah, well, Unirock said
she's lying about the circumstances of
right.
why
So it's bad
happening.
optics for your party. I got you.
So I just respectfully went in his chat and I says, Uni, could you please like just even write Julie's lying on me or whatever you want to write, because I don't want it to be, in case like people read it and think I'm lying about like the circumstances of Pickle's party or whatever. And you know, even his own mods were saying, yeah, Uni and Lauren T PayPal'd him, and at the end, Izzy, you should watch the end of his stream. He literally threw a tantrum and like ended the stream. it was so bizarre. And he
What,
did
in the spaces just now or the stream?
and his stream, Easy. You should
Oh.
watch the end of it. Like,
Oh, God,
seriously.
the end of it, they're like 5 hours long. Yeah, send me a timestamp, please.
It's only an hour. No, it's
Okay.
at the
Oh,
very
wow, okay.
end. Is it? No, it's an hour and a half. Is at the very end.
Okay.
And you'll see like a blue super sticker. And he reads it out.
Mm-hmm.
And I could not believe the way he acted.
I'll definitely
So
check it out.
Stephen, it was what he like said, like how it's disgusting what I said about him doing that, and then he's like casting up the fact that he took part in one and he's donated. I'm like, excuse me, like,
Yeah, like, is
and
he
he's
all
like,
right?
I'll still send my peeps and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Very
just
it's because he's in defense mode right now, because let's be honest, I mean, he is getting a lot of shit from a lot of places, and I think that he thinks we're big monsters when really we're just trying to ask questions. Like, he really feels attacked by you and me, but I don't know, maybe you more, because he kept bringing you up at the beginning, like, Julie. Like, all we're trying to do is get clarification, bro. Like, that's it, because we expected more from you. We felt misled. We were trying to get clarity. You couldn't give it to us, and like, now we're just a-holes for even asking, you know. But y'all Nana's not drunk. Hey, Azzy and Julie, I'm so sorry you were treated this way. And
thank you.
I mean,
Well,
I don't even want to be treated a certain way. I just want him to not lie. Oh my God.
No, but
It's
like,
just sad when you think you know somebody or you respect them as a person, and then they end up like just blatantly lying like that. Thank you, Nana.
what gets me is I know for a fact that he says it was no big deal, the title, it wouldn't affect it, and he's donated anyway, so what does it matter? He initially didn't want to change his title, and I know that, but I don't know, Easy. I think he done that maliciously. I do. I think that was done maliciously. Just because he didn't mention me in that stream until I was saying about the title, and Lauren super chatted him saying, Julie's asking, could you, clarify that she's lying on you, not just Julie's Virgo's lying, oof,
Right.
sort of thing,
No, I got
next
you.
to
That can be bad optics for your your stream, for a girl in the community with cancer. You're just trying to do something nice. I completely understand that. And I heard the end of his, well, a little tiny piece anyways, of Spaces, and he was kind of like saying sorry and stuff, wasn't he?
No.
No, I thought I heard him saying, "Oh, sorry." Like, he said he would donate, didn't he? Am I hearing things?
It was sarcastic. He was being like really rude.
Oh, he was being sarcastic.
He was saying it was like really effed up that I even brought that up and stuff like that. But the thing is, the reason why I think it was maliciously done was, he didn't mention me in the stream, so that's why I think it's malicious that 24 hours before I'm doing this, he writes my name next to people he calls scammers, right? And then doesn't mention me, and the only reason I was mentioned was because I asked him to like clarify and write lying on him in case anyone like looks my name up to get the stream up. And so I don't know, I think it was like him being vindictive in a way, if that makes sense.
Maybe
And I don't think
he probably feels like salty towards you because you've been asking, you did a couple of streams and stuff, and he probably feels like he even said to me, like, why are you guys doing this to me? Like, bro, do you think this feels good? Do you think I enjoy this? Do you think that I wanted this?
exactly.
I don't. Like, I really didn't. Like, guys, you even saw me on Twitter in the beginning of this whole controversy. I was like sticking up for him, making jokes like about, oh, everybody's taking this letter so seriously. Like, I really tried, even when a lot of people didn't, to see his point of view. Then I kept waiting for him to come out and say something about it and explain. And then I kept hearing more and more and more, and I'm not stupid. So yeah, here we are. But like, I don't like this, dude. I really don't. Everyone knows that I like Uni. I got made fun of for how long? Like, people think I'm like a Rockalot fucking member. Like, dude, no, I just showed up at his streams sometimes. Like, he gives all creators a wrench. Like, that gave me like this branding. Like, you are what do they call it? I don't even know. There's some word that Steve and them call it. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. But like, and I didn't care because I always said to myself, like, oh, that's all right. Uni has a great heart. Like, I really don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And I really believe that. Like, and I feel stupid now. I have no problem saying when I feel fucking fooled, dude. I really do. Because he just went full Steve McRae. And I don't think there's any way back from it at all, ever. But, yeah,
I
he
don't
gets
think
me.
I don't know, Easy, like with everything that's happened and like
Oh, shit.
I think he's a vindictive person. Like once you disagree with him, I think that's when he gets vindictive, and
Because
I
he can't be
don't
wrong. He can't even listen, never mind be wrong.
exactly, and I think he's pretty vindictive, and I don't know, maybe it's because I dealt with like the gaslighting not only in the Twitter space but in voice calls before that and then after it, and I think it's just the build up of it all,
Right.
and then hearing the way he was speaking tonight, seeing that title when I was being respectful, like
Yeah.
I was trying to say to him, I'm not asking this for my sake. I don't care
Right.
what you say about me in a title. You have a right to respond.
Yeah,
You
like
could
fix
call
it
me a
after. Like
liar.
you can put it back after. Just let me do this stream and not get like laughed at for people thinking I'm a scammer. Jessica, thank you for your sticker, by the way. Appreciate that. It's just cringy, man. Like I don't. It sucks that he feels so like got like attacked. Like you were like I said, you were super nice. I was just trying to ask some questions and be silly and laugh, and he's like, "What are you laughing at?" Like it's like, bro, are you okay? Do you need a hug? Like what's going on with you? Like, and it's sad because TT said it, like or somebody did. I'm sorry. I wish I had it saved here. Anyways, Julie, this is like the last thing I really want to say about this. Really listen. His channel was doing so good. His channel. One night I popped in there and there were like 650 people. Like there was never that many people in a Unirock live before ever. And I was like, holy shit. I mean, this dude's doing really good for himself. Like I was happy for him. I like to see people do good for themselves and see their channels do good. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, oh shit, word, he's doing good. And then all of a sudden this happens and you're like, dude, why are you do? It's like he self-sabotaged himself. I seriously, it's the weirdest timing. Like you have all this going for you and then you just lie about some stupid letter. Like what the hell? It makes you
At
really
the end of the day, I think it's greed. I think he's seen the support he was getting, and okay, nonsense was against him or
yeah, and
whatever.
it's easy to believe that JLR would do something like send a handwritten letter or whatever. Like, of course, people ate that up. And he
I
kept asking
think
me,
he
why would I
wanted,
do that? He
yeah.
wouldn't even let me finish the answer. I was like, because it's creepy handwritten letter. Like I was gonna go on and on. You guys already know why somebody would do that. Clicks and views, bro. Like what do you mean? That's what everybody's here for. Like Beauty is an exaggerator. It's in his nature, and I don't hold it against them. I just think I'm smart enough to know that YouTubers exaggerate sometimes. And I never held it against him, but he could have dealt with that in a million different ways. Anything but this. It sucks.
I think you're being way kinder about it and like way
Nah, I'm
more
the devil,
like
don't you know?
fair about it than I am, because I just think it was out of pure greed.
Yeah.
Why he did it. I think he wanted everyone to rally up for him and he would get more views, and like I suppose once you're on that high of getting more views and maybe more like money and stuff, he want like and Molly get taken down and stuff like that, you know.
Kind of like when he said, oh, I guess when I get doxxed, it's no big deal, right, guys? Like he was expecting everybody to like run to the PayPal police or something. I don't know what he wanted, but
Yeah, exactly. And I just think, yeah, it's like greed, and now like it backfired, and I don't know, it's just this, I just see this vindictive sort of, it's just, yeah, another side to him, like that's kind of, it's just disgusting. It's like vindictiveness,
yeah,
you know, the ego. He acts completely different on YouTube as he does on Twitter Spaces.
yeah. The way he just acted towards me, like for giggling, like I laugh at inappropriate times. I laugh all the time. Like he was taking it so like bad. Like he thought I was there to just, and then that set the tone for the whole rest of it. So of course I turned into a biatch because he was being a biatch, and you know what I'm saying? Like it's just like relax, dude. You saw how amped up he got. He did the same thing with you, Julie. The same thing. And the thing is, Julie, if he had answered the questions when you asked him, I wouldn't even have been there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Like,
the
and
bottom
then
line.
he acts as if we've made him talk about it. Like, no, that's what I don't understand. He's like, people at first it was like people were, before the thing about the letter came out, oh, people were using this for clicks and views because people were like, what the hell about the Queen Bee thing? Like, why is he, not showing Queen Bee the letter if she's mentioned? And people were doubting if there was even a letter, and he's like, oh, people are making so much, clicks and views off of this letter and me being doxxed. And it's like, well, you were the first to go and do a monetized
Right.
live stream on it,
Yes.
pumping your Cash App and stuff like that.
Exactly.
And then he talks about it once it came out on Twitter Space and everything like that. And it's like, well, how crappy is it that the way I found out anyway, a lot of us found out was through AKC, and you've got to give it to Erin for that. Like, would we know? I know, I'm sorry, but would we know what the letter truly was if it wasn't for her? We wouldn't.
Yeah, we would. JLI would have put that shit out.
Well, I don't know, and Queen Bee would have kept on probably panicking, like not knowing if her family was
I feel
friends.
bad. I said sorry on Spaces, but I'll say sorry here. Like there was a point in time where I was like, "Yo, this chick is overreacted. Like this is a stupid letter. Like who cares?" People say they're gonna. People threaten YouTubers all the time. It's nothing new. Like we get threatened like every day. Like basically, it's like ooh, another threat. Ooh, like ooh, So I thought she was just taking it. Like I thought she was being dramatic. I was like, "Yo," but now that I know that the reason why she was somewhat. Stacy and Kim, I think, explained to me like, yo, this girl has kids that she has that under her roof that she's trying to take care of, and like this is not good. I was like, oh, like once I really let it sink in.
Yeah, like Betty
tried
to dox her or did dox her, I don't know, not long before it. So like obviously she's panicking.
Right.
So it's just like, I'm sorry to give credit to Erin, but if it wasn't for her, how long would it have been before she was put, like her mind was put to rest? Because Uni sure as hell wasn't helping matters.
And they had me convinced that he got up there and apologized to her, but some people are telling me now that never happened. So I'm gonna have to listen for myself.
No, he never. He's not
I was over here like,
in fact, in voice chat, he was acting as if it was her fault because someone said, yeah, people told her in chat about the letter, and he was like, oh, so she knew about it then, so she could have came to me. And it's like, no, you should have went to her.
Yeah, he wants everybody to go to him. Everybody has to go to his moderators to get to him, and you got to get to him. You were supposed to go to him, even though he's the one that everybody is looking at side-eyeing. He should be explaining it for himself, not Rachel, not any of these other people. Explain it for yourself. Oh, I can't. My lawyer's going to release a statement. I was like, bro, I don't give a shit about your lawyer's statement. I want the questions that we asked 9 days ago.
The lawyer's statement was a joke because if
he said that it hasn't been released,
if that was a true lawyer, they would tell him the legal definition of doxing, and the doxing was mentioned. So it's like, who the hell's the lawyer?
Can't let the doxing go. That's all he wants to talk about. He doesn't even want to talk about the other stuff. It's doxing. That's all he wants to talk about. That's it. And I'm just like, we're not going to agree on that. Like, is it threatening sending someone to PayPal with the mom's address? Hell yeah, I would not like that. He's trying to tell me I agree with JLR. No, I don't. Like, stop putting words in my mouth. Anyways, we're just going around in circles here. This is stupid. But the guy protests too much. He got caught in his own BS. I don't like how he went off on Julie and Easy. Not cool. Well, Sienna. Apparently we're the bad guys. I don't know. We're just bad guys for wanting to know the answer.
We're the bad guys. Duh, 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 duh.
It's been 3 weeks, and the only reason it's still being... It's
Mom
been 3
says
weeks.
you always win.
What'd she say?
My mom says you always win, Easy.
Hashtag Easy was right now. I was not right this time. Thank you, Mama. I was wrong, and I'm sorry to Queen Bee for thinking she was overreacting because like, yo, honestly, y'all gonna disagree with me all day, and I know a lot of people come at me for this, but like, I've never really noticed Uni lie. Has he exaggerated things? Yeah, but like, I've never caught him in a lie before this. Like, people like he does this all the time. Like, I don't know if I'm not paying enough attention or whatever.
Yeah, I don't pay enough attention.
Like,
Because
people
he
think I
talks in
see everything. I
circles,
don't.
it's hard.
Yeah, I wait till people show me who they are, and that's kind of like a downfall. But Irish Badass says it's been 3 weeks, and the only reason it's still being discussed is because he brings it up. Yeah,
Yep.
good point.
Yep,
Good
great
point. I wouldn't have been on his spaces if he wasn't there talking about it, if he didn't invite me on.
Yep.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna get going, but make sure you go back to the beginning if you haven't heard the beginning, and make
Should
sure
I
you
quickly just mention something to you I forgot?
Yeah.
Because remember how, you know, what was the name of his Twitter space with you again? Like, oh, I'll just go or something.
I'll just leave. Yeah, I'll just leave or something.
So that's the emotional manipulation. Yeah, in the voice chat, he was like, "Listen, guys, if you think I should just delete all my channels now, I will." That's the sort of stuff he says and does. Sorry, I just
Part
wanted
of the
to
Ratchet
mention
Bingo
that.
card, dude. It's just part of the Ratchet Bingo card. Like, I'm a victim. I've been doxxed. I get death threats. I'll just leave. Like, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Where's the Michael Jordan thing? Stop it. Stop it.
Get some help.
Get some help. Yeah, it's like people. It's like a playbook. It's the victim playbook of I've been held accountable. I can't be held accountable, so death threats. Like, I can't with that. I can't. I don't have patience for that. I just don't. And my intention was never to make him feel attacked. I just wanted some fucking clarification. Still don't have it, but hey, it is what it is. Sometimes we have to just accept the fact we won't get answers, and that's okay, I guess. I don't know. Anyway,
sorry for keeping you easy if I kept you.
Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I'm good. I'm fine. You didn't stop me from doing nothing.
Thank you for having me. I'll drop off, but you have a good night. Thanks so much for having me. I appreciate you. And you done so well, Easy. Hashtag Easy always wins. And you won that. Even although you could barely get a word in, you still won it. You done way better than me. You done way better than me. Props to you. You did great. So good on you. Night, Easy. You done really well.
Good night, guys. I'm listening to his Twitter space now, and wow, I mean, Uni dude, you're losing it. Yeah. And you know, at the end of the day, I hope he's all right, because this is not even like normal, or like, it just, something feels way off here, and I hope he's okay, because this is not okay. Stacy says, tomorrow for karaoke. Oh, tomorrow for karaoke. T-Spiracy doing creep. Oh, I don't know. I have to have a couple beverages first, and I ain't really a drinker. There exists a video, and don't tell anybody, you guys. There exists a video out there somewhere of me in my old Hyundai Sonata car, drunk at McDonald's parking lot because I couldn't drive. So, of course, what did I do? I went to McDonald's. This is back in my younger years. So I could sober up, have a Big Mac. You know what I'm saying? Slam down a number one, sober up, then drive home kind of thing. And I literally recorded myself singing Radiohead Creep, and it was an epic moment in my life by myself in the car. And if anybody ever finds it, I swear to God, I'll fucking run away. I'll leave and never come back. Death threats, okay? Anyways, last comment. He legit is struggled in the past, and I hate this for him. Yeah, it does not feel good. It doesn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't. All right, guys. I don't know. I don't know, Leon. We might have to end the show with I don't want to do it, but I don't really have a choice, Leon. You know what I mean? We don't have a choice, Leon. We don't have a choice, Leon. Yo, Leon, fire up the craft.